Right now, as you're listening to this, there is a voice in your head processing and reacting to what I'm saying. It's silently agreeing or quietly disagreeing or judging my exact words. Most of us go through our entire lives with this constant narrator chattering away, and we naturally assume that the voice is us. It feels so intimately personal that we rarely stop to question it. But if you never step back to question that inner dialogue, you remain trapped inside its version of reality. To break out, you have to untangle the part of you that is speaking from the part of you that is listening. Think about it. If that voice in your head is you, then who exactly is the one hearing it? Have you ever caught yourself saying out loud, "I need to stop thinking like this"? That single sentence reveals a fascinating split in your mind. This is a paradox. One part generates thoughts, a separate part observes. Identified only with the generator, you'll never realize your capacity to step back. Next, we must figure out what that biological voice actually is. Neuroscience refers to the voice in your head as inner speech. It is not a mystical soul or a ghost in the machine. It is a mechanical, biological output of your brain. Look at this cross-section. Your inner voice is generated by language networks, specifically the prefrontal cortex and Broca's area. These same systems run silently, looping inside your skull without engaging vocal cords. Your brain is talking to itself, and it does this automatically. You don't consciously craft every thought before it arrives. They just show up, running continuously in the background without any effort on your part. Since this inner speech is an involuntary physical output, exactly like your heartbeat or your digestion, it cannot possibly be the core essence of who you are. This internal monologue evolved for a highly practical reason. It acts as a built-in simulation system, allowing you to rehearse conversations, solve complex problems, and test out scenarios before committing to a physical action. Interestingly, not everyone experiences a voice. Some simulate scenarios using abstract concepts or highly vivid visual images. This neurodiversity proves the narrator is just one type of functional feature, rather than a universal human identity. But this simulation system comes with a massive design flaw. Human brains evolved to prioritize physical survival, completely ignoring emotional happiness. To protect you, the brain's simulator constantly scans for threats. As this timeline shows, it projects forward, hunting for worst-case scenarios. In a prehistoric environment, this kept you alive. But in a modern world, this translates directly into overthinking and chronic anxiety. Because this survival simulator speaks in the first person, telling you "I am anxious" or "I am failing," we rarely question it. We accept its exaggerated threat predictions as undeniable, absolute truths. This brings us back to the core realization. You are not the biological machine generating the thoughts. You are the silent awareness watching them appear and then disappear. Psychologists call the process of untangling yourself from this inner monologue cognitive diffusion. It is the intentional act of creating distance between the observer you are and the words your mind is saying. When fully identified with a thought, it feels absolute, consuming your reality like this statement, "I am anxious." But reframing the language to, "I notice a thought about anxiety," shrinks the emotion into a simple object you are observing. Stepping back like this strips the brain's survival mechanism of its emotional power. It breaks the illusion of control, returning agency back to your conscious self. Taking this perspective won't magically silence the inner voice forever. Instead, it softens the volume. The impact of the thoughts begins to fade. You establish a new mental hierarchy. The internal narrator gets demoted from the undisputed boss of your mind to a mere guide. In your daily life, you can choose to listen when it helps you plan or solve a complex problem, and ignore it when it spirals. Next time that voice gets loud, don't try to fight it. Just notice it and ask, is this thought useful? Is it true? Or is it just noise? True mental freedom isn't the total absence of thoughts. It is realizing the voice inside your head is just a biological tool, and you are the silent awareness deciding whether to pick it up.